Welcome to AgriNexTech. Today, we're counting down the 5 largest tractors ever built, starting with the smallest of these behemoths and culminating in the one that literally defines monster machine. These agricultural titans combine horsepower, engineering marvels, and sheer girth to conquer the world's toughest fields. Let's fire up the engines and roll out. Before we unveil our list, let's explore why these massive tractors exist and why size truly does matter. Economies of scale. When your fields span tens of thousands of acres, a 500 horsepower tractor might need 2 passes, where a 900 horsepower giant makes a single. Fewer passes mean less fuel per acre, lower labor costs, and more time for other tasks. Soil health and compaction. Ironically, the largest tractors, equipped with multiple axles, dual tires, and even tracks, spread their weight so effectively that they often cause less compaction than smaller units with narrower footprints, preserving soil structure and optimizing root growth. Ultra-high throughput implements, from 120-foot planters to 200-bushel seed carts. These rogues can tow, power, and hydraulically support implements that standard tractors simply can't handle in one go. Labor and logistics simplification. Managing one mega tractor is often easier than coordinating 2 or 3 smaller units. Fewer drivers, simpler schedules, and streamlined maintenance routines. Innovation showcases. Many of these monsters started as custom prototypes to demonstrate new engine technologies, transmission systems, or hydraulic controls. Technologies that eventually trickled down to mid-range models. Now, gear up as we introduce the tractors, ascending in size and power, starting with our 5th place finisher, the Fendt 1150 Vario, the pinnacle of wheeled tractor engineering. Though smallest on today's list, it still boasts a jaw-dropping 517 max HP and a curb weight of 97,000 pounds, no small feat. Let's unpack why the 1150 Vario sits at the top of production tractors. A brand and development. Manufacturer Fendt, part of AGCO, renowned for pioneering continuously variable transmissions, CVT, in tractors during the 1990s. Evolution. Building on decades of Vario experience, the 1150 brings advanced electronics, suspension, and telematics to a heavy-duty platform. B. Engine and powertrain. Engine. AGCO power, 12.4-liter V8 diesel, delivering 517 max horsepower and 2,200 Newton-meters torque, enough to tow multi-hulled implements through the toughest terrains. Transmission. Vario Drive CVT provides seamless acceleration under load, eliminating gearbox shifting and ensuring optimal power delivery. Efficiency. Smart Cruise adaptive speed control keeps engine RPM in the optimal band, reducing fuel consumption by up to 10% compared to traditional automatics. C. Chassis and handling. Axles, heavy-duty front and rear axles, rated for 20 tons, with optional front axle suspension for operator comfort and improved traction on uneven ground. Steering options. Front axle, rear axle, and crab steer modes allow tight turning radii, even for a 7-meter-long machine. Weight distribution, integrated tank placement, and balanced wheelbase maintain stability when lifting heavy header platforms or seed carts. D. Operator, comfort and controls. Cab. Corner vision, cab offsets engine noise and places the driver forward, offering 360-degree visibility, essential when maneuvering such a large frame. Ergonomics. Joystick controls. touchscreen terminal, and single controller design mean one hand can manage steering, PTO, hydraulics, and hitch functions. Climate and suspension. Air suspension seat and fully climate-controlled environment reduce fatigue during 12-hour shifts. Precision farming and tech integration. Variotronic controls. Automated implement calibration and sectional control for planters and sprayers, minimizing overlap and chemical waste. Fendt. Telematics, real-time monitoring of fuel, performance, and maintenance schedules. Data accessible via desktop or mobile app. Auto-guide compatibility, satellite-guided straight line, driving with 2-centimeter accuracy, enabling hands-free operation for extended tasks. When you weigh the Fendt 1150 Vario, 3 clear strengths stand out. First, its advanced suspension and corner-mounted cab deliver superior ride comfort and exceptional all-around visibility, so operators stay alert and fatigue-free even after long days in the field. Second, the Vario Drive continuously variable transmission provides silky smooth power delivery under load, eliminating the jolts and gear hunting you often feel in traditional automatics. Third, precision ag features like Variotronic implement control and Vario guide guidance are built right in, meaning you can automatically manage planter sections, adjust seeding rates on the fly, and maintain centimeter-level accuracy without adding aftermarket hardware. Of course, none of that cutting-edge engineering comes cheap. At roughly $550,000, the 1150 Vario sits at the very top of the price spectrum for wheeled tractors, so it demands a serious capital commitment. Its sheer size also pushes transport width close to or beyond legal limits in many regions, requiring special permits and potentially escort vehicles for road moves. Finally, being the heaviest wheeled tractor on the market means its giant tires wear faster and cost more to replace than those on lighter machines. If your operation can absorb these costs, however, you'll gain a level of comfort, efficiency, and precision that few other tractors can match. In fourth place, we have the Claas Xerion 5000 Terra Trac, a 530 horsepower powerhouse that swaps wheels for tracks to safeguard soil structure and maximize traction under any conditions. A brand heritage and model family. Claas, a family-owned German manufacturer founded in 1913, known for innovative combine harvesters and tractor design. Xerion line. Introduced in 2008, the Xerion concept focuses on versatility, swapping front attachments and configurations to handle planting, spraying, and haulage. B. Engine and transmission. Engine. Mercedes-Benz OM 473LA 15.6-liter V8, producing 530 horsepower and 2,500 Newton-meters torque, meeting Stage 4 emissions. Transmission. Claas C-Matic, continuously variable transmission with 4 gear ranges, delivering smooth response from 0 to 50 km per hour without shift interruptions. C. Terra Trac system. Design. Full-length rubber tracks front and rear, each on independent floating bogies to follow ground contours. Ground pressure. Under 10 psi at full weight, 112,000 pounds, dramatically reducing compaction compared to wheeled tractors of similar power. Traction and stability. Wide contact area delivers up to 20% more traction in soft or wet soil, boosting implement efficacy and reducing slippage. D. Cab and controls. Cab. Centrally mounted rotating cab for optimal forward-rear visibility, ideal when switching between front-mounted seeders and rear-mounted slurry tanks. Ergo drive, armrest, houses the joystick, touchscreen, and function buttons, positioned for intuitive one-hand operation. E. Use cases and performance. On Northern European potato farms, Xerion 5000 Terra Trac excels in spring planting when fields are still too wet for wheeled tractors. Similarly, Scandinavian dairy farms appreciate the Trac system for hauling heavy slurry wagons over soft pastures. The Claas Xerion 5000 Terra Trac's biggest advantage lies in its Trac system. By replacing traditional wheels with full-length rubber tracks, it achieves exceptional flotation and traction even in the softest or wettest soils, allowing you to power through early season planting or late fall tillage without getting bogged down. Its modular design lets you swap between seeding, spraying, and haulage configurations in minutes, so one machine can tackle multiple tasks across your operation. And because the tracks spread over a much larger surface area, ground pressure stays remarkably low, preserving soil structure and minimizing compaction for healthier crops down the line. On the flip side, all that tracked capability comes with a higher sticker price compared to equivalent wheeled models. You'll pay a premium up front for the Terra Trac package. Once in service, maintaining 4 separate track assemblies is more involved than routine tire checks. You'll need to monitor track tension, clean undercarriage components regularly, and budget for eventual belt replacements. Finally, with a top road speed of around 50 km per hour, the Xerion 5000 Terra Trac can't match the highway pace of wheeled tractors, so interfield moves may require more time or coordination if you're covering long distances. Our bronze medalist is the Case IH Quadtrac 620, a 620 horsepower, 114,000 pounds monster that uses 4 independent rubber tracks for unmatched traction and flotation. A. Case IH Legacy. Steiger Origins. Launched in the early 1970s by the Steiger brothers, Case IH acquired the brand in 1986, continuing the Steiger tradition of high-power tractors. Quadtrac debut. Introduced in 2008, Quadtrac replaced wheels with 4 tracks for superior field performance. B. Power and track system. Engine. FPT Cursor 16. V8, 15.9 liters, producing 620 horsepower and over 2,800 Newton-meters torque. Compliant with Tier 4B emissions. Tracks. 4 independent tracks pivot at each corner, allowing crab steering and tight headland turns without tearing soil. Flotation. Contact area exceeds 9 square meters per track, dropping ground pressure below 8 pounds per square inch, ideal for mucky or uneven terrains. C. Transmission and hydraulics. Transmission, 16-speed power shift with intelligent power control, ensuring optimal gear selection under varying loads. Hydraulics, up to 6 SCV outlets, 150 liters per minute flow. Powerful enough for large planters, sprayers, or anhydrous applicators. D. Field performance. Prairie growers in Canada and the US Northern Plains rely on Quadtrac 620 for spring breakup operations, where wet soils demand maximum flotation, and for heavy fall tillage, where traction rules the day. E. Operator experience. Cab comfort, air ride seat, 360-degree visibility, and noise suppression keep operators fresh during long shifts. IntelliView display, central touchscreen, manages GPS guidance, implement controls, and performance monitoring. Before we jump into the top 2 giants, here's a quick question for you. Which tractor would you want to drive for a day? Drop your pick in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you're enjoying these massive machines as much as we are, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more top-tier farming content. We've got more unbelievable machines coming your way. The Case IH Quadtrac 620 shines in 3 key areas. First, its 4 independent rubber tracks deliver superior flotation and steering flexibility. Each track pivots around its own bogie, allowing the tractor to crab steer into headlands and maintain traction on soft or uneven ground where wheeled machines struggle. Second, its hydraulic system is nothing short of formidable. With up to 6 selective control valves and flows exceeding 150 liters per minute, you can power the largest planters, sprayers, or tillage implements without breaking a sweat. Finally, the Quadtrac's track-based design and robust construction have been battle-tested across Canada's spring breakup and the US Northern Plains heavy tillage seasons, earning a reputation for rock-solid reliability in the harshest conditions. Of course, these capabilities carry a few trade-offs. Maintaining 4 track assemblies is more involved than swapping or patching tires. You'll need to routinely inspect track tension, clean debris from rollers and idlers, and budget for periodic belt replacements. The tractor's undercarriage and chassis also sit higher off the ground than a comparable wheeled model, which can complicate hitching low-clearance implements or navigating certain low-roof structures. And with a sticker price hovering around $500,000 to $550,000, the Quadtrac 620 represents a significant upfront investment, one that most operations justify only if they truly need its unmatched flotation, pulling power, and implement capacity. In second place, we feature one of the most advanced production giants on the market today, the John Deere 9RX. As Deere's flagship Quadtrac model, the 9RX combines cutting-edge engine technology, precision guidance, and unrivaled traction for heavy-duty field tasks. Let's dive into what makes this machine a modern marvel. A. Lineage and development. Series heritage, part of John Deere's 9R family, introduced in 2014 and expanded with the 9RX Quadtrac variant in 2016 to address high horsepower, low compaction needs. Continuous improvement. Deere's Operations Center. Feedback loops inform annual updates, enhancing cab ergonomics, software features, and hydraulic capacity. B. Engine and drivetrain. Power plant. John Deere PowerTech PSS 13.6-liter inline-6 diesel, producing up to 620 engine horsepower and 540 engine horsepower at the PTO meeting. Tier 4 final emissions with efficient exhaust aftertreatment. Driveline. Quadtrac configuration with 4 independent rubber tracks on suspended bogies. The system provides 30% more traction than dual-track layouts and distributes weight to under 8 psi ground pressure, minimizing soil compaction. Transmission. John Deere E23 Power Shift with Efficiency Manager, offering 23 forward-reverse gears, automated shifting, and load anticipation for smooth power delivery under heavy pulls. C. Chassis and track system. Quadtrac design. Each corner employs a sophisticated suspended bogie track with hydraulic tensioning, ensuring constant ground contact and conforming to uneven terrain. Weight and dimensions. Curb weight around 115,000 pounds. Transport width under 15 feet to comply with maximum highway limits in many regions. Hydraulics and PTO. 3 hydraulic pumps, providing up to 40 gallons per minute each, and a 1,000 RPM PTO with independent modulation for large air seeders, tillage rigs, or slurry applicators. D. Cab and operator interface. Command arm console, intuitive joystick-based controls for steering, transmission, hydraulics, and implement management, minimizing hand movements and fatigue. Mobile views, 6 enormous windows, and a panoramic roof hatch deliver unparalleled visibility of tracks and implements. AutoTrac, ready, integrated precision guidance with 2-centimeter RTK accuracy. Operators can set a pass line in minutes and then monitor via the 10-inch Gen 4 display. Precision Ag and Connectivity. JD Link, trademark, real-time telemetry streams, location, performance, and fault codes to the operations center, enabling remote diagnostics and over-the-air software updates. Machine Sync TM, coordinate multiple machines, including sprayers and planters, to optimize headland turns, reduce overlap, and boost efficiency by up to 20%. Section Control, automated implement boom section, on-off control to eliminate double application and save up to 5% in inputs. Field performance and case studies. On a North Dakota farm, a pair of 9 RX62s equipped with 24-row planters covered 4,800 acres in a 48-hour window, work that would have taken a conventional dual-wheel tractor fleet 72 hours. Farmers report 15% reduced fuel consumption thanks to track efficiency and precision agricultural tools, reducing overlap. The John Deere 9RX stands out as a modern powerhouse thanks to its combination of precision technology, pulling performance, and operator-friendly design. Its Quadtrac configuration offers unmatched traction and flotation, delivering more grip than wheeled or dual-track setups, especially in wet or hilly conditions, while also minimizing soil compaction. Inside the cab, Deere's Command Arm interface and Gen 4 display make operating the 9RX feel intuitive, allowing farmers to manage complex implement setups, AutoTrac guidance, and field prescriptions with minimal effort. And thanks to JD Link and Machine Sync, the tractor integrates seamlessly into a precision farming system, enabling remote monitoring, telematics, and even machine-to-machine coordination during multi-pass operations. However, such cutting-edge performance doesn't come without trade-offs. First, the initial investment is steep, typically in the $550,000 to $600,000 range, making it one of the most expensive tractors in its class. Second, while the Quadtrac system provides excellent field performance, it requires special attention and maintenance, such as regular track tensioning and bogie inspection, which adds to downtime and long-term operating costs. Finally, the undisputed king, Big Bud Model 747, the largest farm tractor ever built, a one-of-a-kind marvel that still holds the title nearly 50 years after its creation. Vision and construction. Commissioned by Chuck Reese, who needed a machine to deep-rip 30-inch furrows across tens of thousands of acres in Montana's arid Badlands. Builder, Northern Manufacturing Company, later Big Bud Tractors Inc., which modified a 1960s-era Big Bud 470 to create this one-off giant. Production timeline: 2 years of design and fabrication, 1975 to 1977, culminating in a tractor with a footprint rivaling small buildings. Heart of the monster. Engine: Detroit diesel, 8 V71, T twin-turbo, 16-cylinder, producing 900 horsepower at the drawbar and an astonishing 3,800 Newton-meters torque peak. Cooling and air intake. Custom intercoolers and oversized radiators keep the V8's operating temperatures stable under continuous heavy loads. Transmission: 4-speed power shift with high torque reduction gears designed for constant full load operation. C chassis, tires and mechanics. Weight, approximately 200,000 pounds, spread across front and rear custom axles rated at 60 tons each. Tires, 8 colossal 8 feet tall, 4.2 cubic meters volume bias ply tires, sourced from custom manufacturers, each weighing over 1,200 pounds. Hydraulics, dual-circuit hydraulic system with 250 liters per minute flow, capable of powering the largest planters, rollers, and deep tillage shanks. D. In-field performance. On Chuck Reese's 30,000-acre operation, Big Bud ripped 12-inch deep furrows across 100 acres per hour, over 1,200 acres per 12-hour day, under conditions that would have crippled any standard tractor. Its stability and traction meant zero bogging, even on slopes up to 8% E. Restoration and public display. Museum home. After retirement, Big Bud 747 was restored and now resides at the Big Bud 747 Museum in Havre, Montana. It still fires up its engines for special events, drawing crowds worldwide. Legacy. Big Bud 747 inspired a generation of high horsepower development. Manufacturers routinely test prototypes at the 800 to 1,000 horsepower range before capping production models at 600 to 700 horsepower. The Big Bud 747's list of strengths starts with the obvious: unrivaled power and field capacity. With its 900 horsepower engine and enormous frame, it could pull the largest tillage implements ever built, moving more soil in a single day than most modern tractors can manage with multiple passes. Its performance in the field was nothing short of record-setting, with a working width of up to 80 feet and the ability to cultivate over a square mile per day under ideal conditions. Beyond the raw numbers, the Big Bud represents an iconic achievement in agricultural engineering, a symbol of ambition, strength, and innovation that still captures the attention of farmers and machinery enthusiasts decades later. However, its uniqueness also presents significant challenges, because only one unit was ever produced. There is no mass production of spare parts or support infrastructure. Operators must rely on custom fabrication and rare components to keep it running, making maintenance a major hurdle. Additionally, while the 747's capabilities are impressive, they are impractical for most modern farms, which are designed around more maneuverable and transportable equipment. Moving the Big Bud requires special logistics, as its enormous size and weight mean it can't travel standard roads without disassembly or road escorts, adding cost and complexity to any relocation. In essence, the Big Bud 747 is a marvel, an icon of what's mechanically possible, but one best suited for display, nostalgia, or extremely large-scale operations with the means to maintain it. That's our revised countdown, from the mightiest wheeled Vario to the one-off monster that still reigns supreme. Which of these giants would you take for a spin? Hit the comments, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into farm machinery marvels. Until next time, stay colossal.